Hello and welcome to Bracken Moor for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Bamber Bridge. I am your commentator this afternoon as we await this exciting match. In many ways, Bamber Bridge are a similar team to us. They're a committee-run side on the suburb of a much bigger town and a famous football club just down the road, in their case Preston North End. And perhaps could, as we said when we went to their place, could be a team that we could look to go, this is how you can be competitive at this division and at this level for several years and give plenty of the teams above you a bit of a fright. They come to us having had their most impressive performance of the season last week, a 4-0 win over Hyde United. The Steels, though, arguably had their most impressive performance of the season, though, last Saturday, going away to Rushall Olympic and winning 3-1, even if one of the goals was one of the biggest gifts you'll see all year. So it's definitely one that is final poised, and both teams can be reasonably confident going into it. So let's go through the teams for you now. So for Stocksbridge Park Steels, it's no changes from Saturday's win against Rushall Olympic. It's Ben Townsend in goal, then Marcus Etherington, Jack Tinker, Sam Kay, Casper Williams, Paul Ilden, Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Tommy Marshall. On the bench is Luke Hogg, Alf Wilkinson, Connor Smythe, Thomas Poole. The only change is him returning to the bench after the birth of his son Luca, and Luca Cancello. That's not his son. So for Bamber Bridge, it's Aidan Dowling in goal, then Isaac Abankwa, Archie Lang, Jack Baxter, Nathaniel Knight Percival, Olichukwu Nwanko, Christopher Churchman, Michael Potts, Ewan Banja, Oliver Malloy and Emmerich Polly. On the bench is Daniel Forms, Harry Benz, Jeffrey Adebafor and Christopher Guest. The big surprise here is that there is no Jamie Allen or Kofi Moore, the two big attacking threats that Bamber have. So we are preparing for kick-off here. It looks like it'll be Bamber who get us underway. There's the referee here, Mr. Gibson. Just makes his final few checks before going away, and here we go. So it's Bamber Bridge in the pink shirts, black shorts, black socks, kicking from right to left, while it is Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right. Etherington, just clearing the ball out for an early Bamber throw. So it's back now here with Churchman. Ball knocked over the top, but knocked Whale to over the top in the end. It will go out for a throw-in for a goal kick, for Stocksbridge. So we'll be back with Townsend now to get this game underway. Just a couple minutes in, 46 seconds in to be exact. We will, of course, try to keep you up to date with all the goals, and we have had a goal already in the NPL. Harry Wakefield, who scored against Stocksbridge last week, has put Rushall ahead against Hyde in that relegation 6-pointer. O'Connor launches one forward, Rawson trying to just sneak through the fence, and it's Chukwu who's done the better on that one and managed to get it back to the keeper. Olichukwu Nwanko, the on-loan defender from Blackpool, who is a test for any commentator. Now as the keeper Dowling just launches this long in the middle, Banja does well, gets back in midfield, but intercepted by Bradshaw. Good pass forward to Marshall. One touch back to Etherington, who launched it down the channel. It's one Morris will chase, but he won't get to before Dowling just returns it back onto a left wing, but overhit and out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. No goals elsewhere yet, other than that goal from Rushall that has given them the early lead against Hyde. So back with Etherington now, who made his debut last Saturday against Rushall Olympic. A few shaky moments, but the on-loan man performed well for the most part. Was also tried to head it, but returned, and then headed back by Etherington, brought down well by Morris, looking for Marshall on the right, who just hesitated for a second, and that allowed Bamber to get in and clear the ball away. It goes out for a Bamber throw-in after a header from Iggulden. Well, we'll be back here to be taken from by Archie Lang. Taking his time with it, the left back. And now we'll launch it down the field. Head away by Eagledon. Run it down in midfield, back to Lang, who knocks it forward. Bamber bringing it down well, knocking it over the top of Williams. Eagledon contesting, and then eventually Everington wins the ball. But it's clear, his charge down, goes out for a throw-in to the home team, though, in the end. And we'll now be back with Everington to take. Launching it forward over the top of everyone. Marshall bringing it down. He's just holding up really well. Knocked out to right. Chipped over the top. Rawson gets it. He's getting it down the right. Rawson in a battle for the ball. And it will go out for a corner kick. The last touch coming off Nwanko. Actually, a goal kick is eventually given in. The referee initially went for a corner, but the linesman has overruled him. Linesman to our near side, Mr. Oakley. And the referee has gone with the linesman. One of those where it was one of those contested balls in the corner where when you're sitting in this position you can't really tell. So we're not going to be too critical of the referee just yet. We're sure it will come, as ball is currently with Bamber. It's Michael Potts, their captain. Back deep into midfield, taking it forward, and then Morris tries to trigger the press. Back into defence with Nwanko, who knocks it forward and intercepted, but goes down to the right wing and will go out for a Bamber throw-in. Quickly taken by a Banquer. Back to a Banquer. Touch went in and he will be out for another throw-in to the away team. Both teams are feeling each other out 4 minutes in. So it's to Potts. Being forced backwards at the moment. Back to Churchman, who knocks it over the top. And it's a good ball in the end. Deflects in the middle and it's in, and Bamber have taken the early lead. The goal from Poyley. And it's a nightmare start for the Steels. It was clumsy in defence. Sneaking in was Molloy, who made the problems for the Stocksbridge defence. I think there was a look at the linesman, but... And the Steels are already 1-0 down. I believe in that goal was for Bamber Bridge. For Emirates Poly Bamber Bridge.
Goal scorer for Bamber Bridge, number 11, Emerick Polly.
Steels already down here. The home form for Stocksbridge has been poor this year. Only 2 wins. Jordan Lemon's yet to pick up a win at home. But now Alfie Bradshaw's taking it forward. He's looking to try and get the equaliser. Takes a shot. Did it take a deflection? No, the referee judges otherwise. It will go out for a goal kick. But Bradshaw trying to take the game by the scruff of the neck early on here. That is a very, very poor start by Stocksbridge. Just clumsy at the back between Eagledon and Williams, and Bamber were able to get in. It was easy enough for Poyley. We'll confirm just in case we were wrong. Well, it's forward and Molloy causing problems again. That goes out to the left. It has been confirmed as Emerick Poyley that goal. And now it's Churchman. Going sideways now. Here coming forward is Lang in midfield. And then back it will go to Nwanko. Taking the touch in the middle to Potts. Back to Nwanko, who's coming well forward with it. And then he hits it over the top, out for a goal kick. Disappointing after how strong we were in defence last week, and particularly Ben Townsend, his performance. To concede so early in this game. Goal in the Premier League. Manchester City are heading against Wolves. Omar Marmouche is the goal scorer there, while Doncaster Rovers are heading against Wigan Athletic. Okoronkwo, the goal scorer there. Ball forward by Townsend. Move forward, headed back away. Then headed on, and again Poyley with the latest header. Everington eventually just boots that one away. Rawson's going to try and contest, but he ends up leaving it for Morris, and it's back in midfield for Bamber, who got the ball, and will send it back to the keeper, who then just boots it away. Ethan Dowling back in the goal. Well won header, and O'Connor can only knock it back, and it gives it just to Jack Baxter, who comes forward with it. Out to the left now, here, as Lang takes the first time pass, and Everington will just cover that as it goes out for a goal kick. But again, just feels like we're just letting him have a bit too many dangerous touches so far. Some goals elsewhere. Rossington Main are ahead against Sheffield FC. Leon Howarth, the scorer. Rossington Main signed another former Steel player earlier in the week. Jack Dolman has made his way to Doncaster, and he plays against his former club Sheffield. And Frickley are 1-0 down to Campion. Ewan Gregson has scored that goal. Littleton heads it away, and we'll now end up back with Tinker. I think it's the first time I've seen Jack Tinker on the ball. Gets forward to Rawson, who holds it up. Dropping deep, back in the midfield to Kay, who tries to get it out to the left and does. Feels for offside and not given as James Morris gets it. Morris touch knocked him backwards, and Rawson can't get onto it, and it will be Potts on the ball, who gets it forward, and it will go out for a throw-in, but for Stocksbridge throwing. Stocksbridge trying to respond after the early disappointment in this game. Tinker throwing it forward, headed away, and then brought down well by Bradshaw. Out to the left, trying to find Bradshaw again, but intercepted by Potts, who's just getting himself involved in midfield. Not for by Bamber. Ingledon will be first to it. Turns, it's not a great back pass. Townsend, though good footwork by Townsend to make sure Malloy could not make it 2-0. Almost a gift to Bamber Bridge as Rawson chests it down. Bradshaw trying to get the touch into midfield. Little Potts going forward with it. And then brought down by Townsend, who gets it out wide to Etherington, who knocks it over the top. Looking for Rawson, but it's a bit aimless. It should be easily dealt with by the former prone Nathaniel Knight Percival. Forwarding and looking for Poyley, but get away from him. Back in the midfield, Churchman. Feels for handball, not given. As he goes forward here. Yep, to Bamber, but cleared away from him. Goes forward and it will be offside called on James Morris, which is a regular thing. And it will be a free kick to the away team. 9 minutes gone. Steel's down 1-0 here. Now Stocksbridge looking for a way back into this one. All forward, look for Morris, who hold it up well. Tackling going right in here, and he's lost the ball now. Morris in the midfield, and he does well to get it off, and he's asking for a throw, and it will be a Bamber Bridge throw. So there's not much hope so far. Stocksbridge's poor home form won't continue, and it's not good news in that relegation battle as Morpeth have taken lead against FC United. Alfie Henderson, the scorer there. This is well spread out to Jack Baxter. Back into defence tonight, Percival. Knocked long. Knocked over the top. Townsend's coming out, and he will claim it close to the edge of his area. Takes his time as he lays it out to Etherington, and he's being forced backwards. Back to Townsend, who will just slices the ball, and it's going to come right back at him, and then just hits it a second time. That's just to get away, and it's all a bit shaky for the Steels at the moment. So it's back here as Baxter will come up, as Bamber will want to take advantage of these early poor moments of the Steels, who haven't really shown much so far. Bradshaw's been careful not to foul Poyley, as it now goes back to Churchman, moves it onto his right, ball forward in towards Bamber, but knocked away from him, and then Marshall, who's deep, picks it up, but then he'll be tackled. He was trying to dribble his way out to it. It's Baxter on the ball, slips into the middle, and then back here to Baxter, out towards Poyley. Poyley short, blocked by Marshall. Marshall's trying to make sure going for a corner, but will be a goal kick, and Tommy Marshall is getting a bit of a telling off here from his manager, Jordan Lemon, for trying to dribble from the back.
Yeah. Two chances to get rid of it, took neither.
Corner kick now for Bamber Bridge. Steele's not looking good early on in this game. As we have the set piece now. Stockbridge looking to defend resolutely. Most players on the line. He's given short to the edge of the 6-yard area. Be ghosted and then knocked away as Max thought he was getting onto that. Tommy Marshall's bursting to try and cause a counter, but well read by a Banqua, who then gets it back to his keeper. A Banqua who played against us for Wickershaw Town in that very dramatic trophy match last season. Knocking it long, and then good header back there from Casper Williams that almost took it away from Townsend. He was able to get to it though. Feels like they haven't talked to each other at all before this game. This Townsend going long, looking for Rawson. Knight Percival will head it away. Poyley head it on, looking for Bamber. The ball gets knocked away from him. Poyley dribbling it away from him though, back into midfield. And they continue to play it round here through Churchman now with Potts. Plays it short to Churchman, just a bit behind Churchman, but he's able to get on it despite the pressure from Bradshaw, who's leading a Stocksbridge press. Back to Knight Percival, who will switch it. He's looking for the right for a banquer. Ahead of him, Townsend will play in the Steels, though still on the back foot in this game. Parkgate 1-0 down at Barton Albion. Lewis Stevens has scored the goal. Ball goes forward, head away by Effort in the middle. O'Connor knocks forward, but just back into the Bamber midfield. Out to the left it goes with Baxter. Taking it down well, back into midfield, knocked forward. O'Connor got a touch onto that, but it's looped away back to Eagledon, who clears it forward. Bradshaw was going to try and contest this, but didn't really have a chance with Churchman there. In the midfield, Kay will get it forward and then headed back away by Nwanko, and it's a bit of head passing, clever. Rawson's looking to slip Marshall in, but well read again by Banquer. And Banquer is looking to get away. Marshall's pressing well, making it tricky for Banquer, who ends up dribbling it out to play. And while we were critical of Marshall earlier on, that was actually good defensive work from the front from the winger, making sure Banquer had to do the hard way around, and in the end dribbling it out of the pitch. Harrogate Railway Athletic 1-0 up on Durnan District. Alex Ingham the scorer. Well, no, Stocksbridge just a bit loose with the ball here. Kay on it, back in defence, and he's making it all the way back to Townsend, who will launch it back up. And it's been contested by Bradshaw, but loses out on it. But then well read there by Tinker. Now Kay's trying to take it forward. It's a good dribble by Kay, who's getting onto the left wing. Now needs a bit of help if he wants to get a ball into the box, with Rawson hovering in the middle. Gets it to Bradshaw, who's going to try and dribble his way through. Great work by Bradshaw. Edge of the line and trying to get his pass, and it's blocked, and it will be a corner kick. Stockton's first corner of the game. Stockton Town have taken lead against Guiseley. Amir Purewal, the goal scorer. So it will be back here. A corner kick for the Steels. They didn't score directly from them last Saturday, but they did use their seconds well. Alex O'Connor in particular. Can they do that again today? Plenty of options in the middle, as Alex O'Connor will take this corner. Loops, he's looking for the far post, but Eagledon's peeled off, heads it back into the middle, heads the edge area, Marshall brings it down, and then he gets it all wrong. It was from a similar sort of effort he scored on last Saturday. That was the opener there, but this time it went on to his unfavoured left, and you can tell why he doesn't take shots with his left, as it looped over high and wide of the bar. So Marshall scored his first goal of the season last Saturday. The former Chesterfield man. So the Steels are still 1-0 down, but have shown some promise there. As Effrington launches the ball far down, headed it into the middle. Bradshaw contesting, but will be a free kick at too much from Bradshaw. So back now with Dowling. The Bamber goalkeeper, formerly of Marine and Halifax. Had loan spells with them, having been a Blackburn Rovers Academy product. Been a very popular man round Bamber Bridge, as Nick Kay clears it, but it just goes back into midfield. Picks up as Langhow will switch it out, and then well intercepted by Tinker. Tinker trying to go forward with it, and Morris picking it up well. Going to Rawson. Rawson will find Morris on the left, and he is fouled, and it's a free kick to Stocksbridge. James Morris, who did score a fantastic goal away at Bamber Bridge. Back in the reverse fixture, all the way back in September. And now there's a chance for Alex O'Connor to put another ball into the box. Aftersley Rec 1-0 up on Maltby Main in that South Yorkshire derby. Jack Woodcock has scored for Aversley. I think it's one of those names you can only say properly in a Barnsley accent. As O'Connor, right-footed, loops, looking for that far post. Headed on! Great save, Dowling! It was Sam Kay. Sorry. with Sam Kay with the header. Not someone you normally expect to pop up with a header. It was looping, maybe just didn't have the pace on it, because Dowling just outstretched both arms, was able to not just make the save but claim it. But a really good header, really good set piece routine. And Aidan Dowling makes a really good save. Bamber knocks it forward though and cleared away by Eagledon. Moving forward, looking for Rawson, who brings it down out wide to Bradshaw, just can't get it under control. And now Bamber Bridge back in possession. Goes forward with it, and the pass from Bamber Bridge just goes out for a goal kick. Steels have improved in the last 5 minutes. 18 minutes gone now. Remains 1-0 to Bamber Bridge. That really clumsily defended goal early on in this one is the difference. Just back now with Townsend. Sending the ball long now and moving forward. Rawson tries to head it on, looking for Marshall, but cleared away into midfield. Poyley, the goal scorer, picks it up. Out left now to Baxter. Forward, looking for Poyley again. Good touch from him. Everton gets it, going forward, and then is well intercepted by Bradshaw, who just ends up knocking it off Baxter. I think he wanted the pass, but we'll take that as it goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Now we'll be back with Everington. The Steels here not having their best performance of the season so far, but we've seen some moments of why we can get back into this. Ball forward now by Everington, headed on by Rawson, but then headed back. Rawson heads it again and then cleared away by Baxter. Well won headed by Williams, but he only gives it back to Bamber Bridge. The midfield is not really helping out the defence when they're winning the headers, as it's a switch ball over to the right here, brought down by Potts, and then clumsy right Tinker. Potts gets past, Tinker trying to nibble. No foul given as Potts continues. Potts onto the edge of the area here, but then tackled away from Lang, and now Morris will get away, and the play stopped as Stocksbridge had the advantage, but a foul here on one of the Stocksbridge midfielders. I think it's Alfie Bradshaw, and we are going to need a physio on Liv Phillips, making her first appearance of the day. Henderson Church are 1-0 up on Bottisford Town. Liam Clayton, the scorer. And Durham District already 2-0 down. Harris Eggleston has put Harrogate Railway 2-0 up in that game. Oh, well, here's where you see getting treatment from Alfred Shaw, who's now sitting up. Concerning that, really. Ben Townsend, I don't know what he's saying to the referee. I think he might be complaining that the advantage wasn't given on that one. And it wasn't a head injury, so there was, I don't believe there was any need for him to have to stop the game. And now Alfred Bradshaw will head off for a bit. So we'll be back with Townsend for what is essentially a free kick. Doncaster Rovers have gone 2-0 up on Wigan Athletic. McGrath, the goal scorer. He will just take his time with it on the edge of the box. And now right-footed, launching it long. He's looking for Rawson, who heads it on, and he'll just be comfortable here for Knight Percival to take it away. Big ball forward, headed on by Molloy, looking for Bamber, but cleared away, but only finds Poyley. Well taken away by Bamber. Out to Potts on the right. He does like drifting out to the right. Moving it in, he wants it on his left. Takes the shot on his left, near post, saved by Townsend. Simple enough for Townsend, as he near post would have been very angry himself had that beaten him. As Everington's ball forward charged down by Archie Lang. It goes out for a Stocksbridge throw, but it's not comfortable for the Steels as they try to get the ball away from the back. Out to the right now, and Everington just been told to go a bit further back. He's not been allowed any leeway. Quite rightly, to be fair, and he takes it anyway in the long run. Rawson heads it on, and Marshall is just trying to contest it. It's very awkward. He does get the ball beyond it, takes a little deflection. Bradshaw picks it up on the right wing. He's got no one in the box to aim at, though. In the end, though, he does put a ball in it. If it blocks out, will be a throw-in next to the flag. He would have ideally wanted a corner out of that. back to be a throw in here. Everton will take it. He's taking it a lot deeper than... I think he's given the throw in a bit earlier on, actually, the referee, because it's not next to the corner flag where we looked like it went out. Everton does throw it into the box. Rawson tried to head it on, but will just be cleared by Nwankwo. Going forward, and then backward by Eagledon, and then backward by Tinker. Townsend has to chase. But he does collect it. Ball back in his arms, he takes on his feet, launching it long now. Looking for Rawson, who heads it on, looking for Morris, but head away from him. Kay getting onto the ball really well. He's got some space out onto the left. See if he can get that ball into the box. Good touch by Kay. High loft one, and it's just over the bar by Kay. And I think the idea was he was looking for the far post where Luke Rawson was. One for him to dangle in the air for him to try and head, but he miscues that ball and it goes over the bar. So back now with the goalkeeper, Dowling. Stocksbridge are improving as this game goes on, which is a promising sign. So well going forward here. Tinker has to chase it a bit, went beyond him for a moment, and he could lose the ball here, and he has lost the ball to Bamber, who now gets it back onto the right hand side. Well won back by Tinker, who recovers his mistake. Forward to Morris, who has the ball smack off his face, and he loses it that way. And now it goes back all the way back to Percival. Chip ball forward here, and then but there's a foul there from a Banquet on Tinker, and it will be a free kick for the Steels. So back now with Townsend, who takes his time with it as he has a little jump on the ground. And now we'll send the ball long, looking for Rawson. Volleyed it into the box. Marshall looking for it, headed away by Baxter. Going to the edge of the area, but Baxter will be taken away. And now here come Bamber Bridge on the counter attack through Lang. Getting the ball forward, intercepted though. Tinker has it now, and he will clear it away, but too far away from Rawson, who believes he's offside. Knight Percival heads it away. Everton can only hit it in the middle. Williams heads it away well. And then knocked out to the side, and Morris will pick that up, and Bradshaw is running, looking for the man forward. If it's too ahead of him though, it will go out for a throw-in. Nice idea by James Morris, just couldn't pull it off. Stocksbridge were terrible in the first 10 minutes. They're doing much better now, probably edging things as we in the last 10. As Aversley Rec have gone 2-0 up on Maltby Main. Kane Rees has scored. 25 minutes gone. Until left, not far by Tinker. Boxing goes in the middle, and Bambridge get the ball back a bit fortuitously. Now switched over to the left. They're looking for Baxter, who's having to chase it down and does well to keep it in. And it's actually a great ball to Poyley on the left wing, who holds up, but well won back by Etherington, who turns, and short pass out to Bradshaw. Some applause from the home fans as a slime tackle comes in, and then that stays in well miraculously from Churchman. Eventually goes out. It will be a Bambridge throw-in. Just worry when you see little bits of luck go the way of the other team. That's always normally a little indicator how it might end up going. Ball back on the left here with Baxter, throws it into the middle, back to Baxter, who volleys it forward. He's looking for Bamber, but well headed away by Williams, and it will get it to Tinker. Big challenge for Cass Williams against the 6 foot plus frame. As the ball goes forward, it's awkwardly dealt with by Nwankwo, and then Morris almost nicking onto that. He just stretches his arms in anguish because he knows how close he was to forcing a mistake from the defender. Good switch here towards Baxter. Holds it up now, going back into midfield to Poyley. In the midfield now. Now forward here to Molloy. A very big front line that Bamber Bridge have. As it goes out to the right to a Banquet, short to Potts, then back to a Banquet. In the middle to Churchman, the long-serving man for Bambridge, going forward, head away by Eagledon, then collected by Bradshaw, turns, and then slips the ball forward to Marshall, who's looking to turn his man, but he's been well marshalled by Poyley, who muscles him out of that ball. Going out to the left here to Baxter. Now Churchman, who controls it, crossing the centre circle. Now we'll get it out wide here to a Banquet, bringing it down well. Then back and then poor pass. Kay wins it, and now Kay's on the run down the left hand side. Kay continuing it. Kay, great run by Sam King. He's beaten 3 players, now forward looking for Rawson, and unfortunately he's just let himself down with the pass at the last. Because he's had a brilliant run, I think just ran out of gas, to be honest. He's not the sort of player that goes on a marauding run. I know he's trying to get by, and he just couldn't get the ball to Rawson, who was more in the centre. Marshall trying to win the 50-50, but cleared away. O'Connor won the header forward. Bradshaw tries to win it, goes back in field, and O'Connor trying to get it towards the left where Morris is. Loses out on that header to a Banquer. Thought that could be a judge as a free kick, but you know, it's one of those, a 50-50 that's been gone Bamber's way, and then a deflection up into the air that's been won by Banja. Back out to the right, and now back in defence. Bamber Bridge recycling well. Now forward to Poyley, well in by Everington, but remains with the away team. Forward to Baxter, it's looped over, and that will be a free kick. And the annoyance of that one being given going Bamber Bridge's way is the inconsistency, because we saw it the other way. You know, probably maybe not a free kick, but that's a very similar sort of thing that's been given as a Bamber Bridge free kick.
They were running forward, turned round, and then fell all backwards.
It's disappointing that one has been given. Henson are ahead against Leek. Ollie Harrison has scored there as they look to try and get back top of the table. And Brighton are ahead against Fulham. Ayari, the scorer in the Premier League. And Worsborough ahead against Winterton. Keelan Grist, the scorer. Free kick opportunity for Bamber Bridge here at Brecon Moor. We're taken by Churchman. Looking for the far post. Good header across the line. And it's been and now it's off. No, it won't count. The offside is given.
Thought about it.
It took a few moments for the linesman, but eventually the offside is given. It's a very close call, is what it is. I think because it hadn't crossed the line, and Archie Lang's gone to volley it in to make sure. That is what I'm presuming the offside is being given for.
I think if they'd left it, it'd been a goal.
I think Archie Lang is not going to be a popular man with the Bamber Bridge manager Jamie Mulligan. As the home fans sing Lino, we love you. Lino, Lino, we love you. It's not often he'll hear that from fans, I'm sure. And Stocksbridge to give away another free kick, but that's in Bamber Bridge's half.
Can't work this referee out.
It did take some time, but obviously we're biased because we like the decision, because he went for us, but I would rather a linesman take a second or two just to see, run it in his head again and get the right decision. It's better than going instantly and going, ooh, I'm a bit of a fool here, because actually, give me a second, I was wrong. Which is something I think a few referees have admitted after the game. Dowling sending the ball forward. Headed backwards by Stocksbridge. Tinker's racing. He doesn't want that to go for a corner. In the end, he gets it first out for a Bamber throw-in as the game has tilted in their favour again. 30 minutes gone. 1-0 to Bamber Bridge. That's alright. Ball in the middle. Cleared away by Williams. Not clean. Goes to the edge of the area and then takes the shot. It's lofted over the bar. There, from the midfielder. There was Archie Lang again with it. He's the man who is to blame for the offside goal, in that if it had left it probably would have been 2-0. Because he touched it and, as the parlance goes, interfered with play. It's ruled as offside. Barnsley have gone 1-0 down to Reading. Roberts the goal scorer. As the ball goes forward, Rawson got it off the back of his head and he got it to Bradshaw that way, who's now racing down the right. Bit of physicality there. Good touch trying to get down the right, and he's continuing there. He's done brilliant, Bradshaw, putting the ball in the middle, well claimed by Dowling. It was always going to be his. Rawson was waiting in case there was a mistake. Ashton United have taken the lead against Warrington Rylands. Darius Osei, the goal scorer. Ball forward by Dowling. Looking here for Malloy. Gets it into midfield to Potts. Out to the right to Banqua. Forward here, back into midfield. Knocked forward and headed away though by Williams. Collected on the right though by Malloy as Bamber Bridge keep this attack going. Back in the middle here for Lang. Now to Knight Percival, with League One experience of Peterborough United. To Poyley. Now back again to a Banquo. Surprisingly staying quite deep at Banquo, who's got quite a bit of pace on that right hand side if he gets to use it, as it's now Lang. Then back to a Banquo. And the press from O'Connor there is going to force it all the way back to Downley. Stocksbridge release the deepness, and then Kay wins that ball in midfield, but Rawson was offside, so he can't really challenge it, as it's now Nwankwo. Out to the right. And he come forward. Good touch by Molloy, looking for Banquo, who is now gone forward, and it is going to go out for a throw-in. So back now on the left-hand side for Jack Tinker. 33 minutes gone, 1-0 to Bamber Bridge. As he launches the ball forward, headed away into midfield, and then Williams got the header. There's appeals for a handball there from the Bamber players. The ball goes forward, not forward on the left. It's free here for Potts. Takes too many touches. Marshall gets into block. It'll go out for a corner kick. Michael Potts there had the chance to make it 2-0. Took one too many touches. That took him too far out to the left. Marshall's able to get in the block, but now Bamber Bridge have a corner kick. Doncaster City 1-0 down to Croyle Colts. Deck Bacon, the goal scorer. And Potts will go over to take this corner kick, the experienced midfielder. Came through the Manchester United Academy. As here comes the ball in, goes across the 6-yard area, cleared away. Bradshaw does well to hold it away from Baxter. Gets it back to Kay, clears. It will only go back to Bamber Bridge, but at least it gets it away from our box. A Banquo on the ball, as Bamber Bridge keeping piling on the pressure. Going forward with it. Ball into the middle, and Banjo goes down there very lightly. He's appealing for a penalty. None of his teammates are backing him up, which tells you everything about the appeal.
Ran into the back of Eagledon.
I think as a very big man, I think he's a little bit embarrassed he went down that easily. Banjo stands at 6'3.5". The Stocksbridge just, well, the free kick's just been given against Stocksbridge. We're not entirely sure why in the halfway line after Townsend's ball. There's some odd decisions happening, and he has now, the referee being very, very strict on where it's being taken. It was on the other side of the line of the half, and he's been told take it there. So it will be a free kick to be taken by Knight Percival. He's taking his time with it. Left-footed ball, looking to get it forward. Headed on into the box. Look at our post. Townsend's important claim there. Archie Lang was waiting. No one was following him. It's a great claim by Townsend. If he hasn't done that, it's 2-0. Townsend going along with it. Headed away, but it goes back to Kay, who launch it on the top, looking for Morris, but then away by Nwankwo again. Then it's back to Tinker. Out left to Morris, who gets it forward to Kay. Kay now looking to go forward, tries to knock it into the box. He's just getting his passes wrong at the moment, Sam Kay. It's 2 ahead of Rawson, he can't do anything with that. Will go out for a goal kick. I'm suspecting at this moment we might see Luke Hogg come on in the half-time break, as Bradshaw intercepts well in the middle, it deflects up into the air, and O'Connor's able to hack it forward. Rawson misses the header, and it's been back into midfield. Bamboo volley it forward. Eagledon will have to chase it. He's got Molloy in the back of him. He's turning well out to it, Eagledon, and will send it down the channel. Goes through Poyley's legs. Latting will get it, but O'Connor tackles well. Marshall contesting, can't win that contest though, as it goes back in the field, and Bamber Bridge with Potts now. Well won by Morris though, who goes forward. Evades one sliding tackle. Nwanko's got it. Morris is going to win it back though. Morris going forward. Can Morris got the finish? Nwanko's back. He's blocked by Nwanko. Pokes it forward. Dowling saves, and Morris has done all the hard work and then messes it up right at the easy point, because Nwanko was able to get back in when it just bobbled a bit on the ground.
Touch too much.
Morris hasn't scored for a while now, and I think you can tell that the confidence isn't totally there. As coming forward is Lang. Lang now. Is this going to be punishment here? Clumsy by Eagledon. Appealed. And he's given us a penalty, but it was outside the box.
That's absolute buffoon.
That was. It's definitely a foul by Eagledon, but surely it should be a free kick here. But he's given us a penalty.
He's pointed to where Divot is, just inside background, after he slid in.
That is outside the box from the referee. That's a very poor decision. It's definitely a foul, but it was outside the box, the foul. And Ewan Banjo, who had a penalty against Stocksbridge at Bamber, will have the chance to double their lead. And this referee has made a few odd decisions, and that one's the oddest of them all. Banjo takes it, and he sends Townsend the wrong way. It's a travesty, to be honest, from the referee. And it just feels like it's going against us at the moment. It's a very disappointing to go 2-0 down here before the break. But it was a foul outside the box, and what can you say?
Goal for Bamber Bridge. Ewan Banjo.
Steals 2-0 down here at home, and because you haven't beaten Bamber Bridge here since 2006, we have to wait longer than 20 years to do so, to get that win back. Back to Kay. Out towards Tinker. Stocksbridge needs to bounce. Well, to Williams, sorry, who now knocks it long. And just goes out for a throw in. It's really, really disappointing that to go 2-0 down here. Sheffield United have gone up against Ipswich Town. Callum O'Hare, the goal scorer. Thrown forward by a Banquer here. Launching it forward. Headed away by Williams and knocked forward by Morris. Rawson contesting for it, gets it out and then loses the ball there. It's with Churchman now, but Stockton again, and obviously Stockton had a big chance at the other end just before that, is what's going to be remembered as ball out towards Everington, who will get this forward. He's got options in the box and then gets the ball all wrong. It loops and wide of the post. I don't think there's been a decent ball into the box all day by Stocksbridge. 40 minutes gone here. 2-0 to Bamber Bridge. Now I think there'll be a lot of questions for Mr. Gibson afterwards. Volley forward, head away by Eagledon. Got forward by Churchman. When volley forward, Townsend will come out to claim, and he does. And then gets a bit of afters there from Ewan Banjo. The referee does nothing about. Now back with Townsend. He rolls it out in front. So can Stockbridge get something back before the break? Launching it forward, looking for Rawson, chesting it down well. Bradshaw bringing it down well. Going forward with it, trying to continue, gets robbed of the ball as it goes back to Dowling. Sliced out a bit, almost fell back to Bradshaw as O'Connor intercepts it out to the right. Contested well, back in defence for Bamber Bridge, who are trying to pass themselves out of trouble here, and they do so effectively. Going forward and then out play for a throw-in. Back now with Everington for this throw-in. Everington will launch it forward. Sliced behind by Baxter. Will be another throw-in for Stocksbridge. Going to a bank to Everington to take this throw-in. Launching it forward. Headed into towards the middle. Kay contests that header, gets it forward, and Kay contesting again. That's right. Banquer knocks it forward, and there's a chance for a counter here. Poiley, it's 3-on-3. Kay trying to knock over Poyley, and the pass forward is poor, and Williams back to clear it. No one contesting it though for Stocksbridge as it's headed away, goes out to Molloy on the left. Heavy touch takes him onto the left wing, forward looking for a Banker on the left wing. A Banker here playing the ball back in the middle. Iggulden gets his leg round it, clears, and then Bradshaw gets it down the line. Will go out for a throw in now. Stocksbridge needs to do a lot in the second half if they want anything out of this game. On the left, thrown into the middle by Baxter, intercepted and cleared. Back though with Churchman, who gets it forward to Baxter, ball forward, and then brought down by Bamber, and then well cleared away by Williams. 2-0 to Bamber Bridge here. 43 minutes gone. So back with Baxter for the throw-in. Thrown in into the field, then back it goes to Poyley. Poyley being forced backwards at the moment by Marshall. Then back to Poyley. Marshall gets a footing going out for a throw-in. So back now with Baxter, thrown into the middle. Back to Baxter again. Trying to get in, it was Bradshaw, but pass it now goes into the middle. Flicks out. Morris will clear it out to the right wing, but intercepted before it can get to Rawson. Out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Back now here with Etherington. Thrown forward, head away into the field. Kay will get it back. Rawson back it goes to Bradshaw. He's launched it towards left. No one's there though. A Banker is going to have an easy job with it as he clears it out. Iggulden gets it out, and then back it over to Poyley. Good touch. Etherington trips in. Free kick, Bamber Bridge. 44.5 minutes gone here.
You actually got that one right, Richard.
Prescott took the lead, by the way, against Warrington Town at some point. That goal was from the substitute, Tom Scully. Prescott Kibbles had already been forced into 2 subs in their game. And Hebener ahead against Workington, that's the league leaders. We've just seen 2 minutes of added time. Gary Martin, unsurprisingly, the goal scorer for Hebener. Ball into the box, and it will be offside ruled as Bamber takes the shot, and it's straight at Townsend.
2 minutes of extra time, that's 2 minutes of extra time.
Feels like at least the linesman is doing something on that far side. Back with Townsend now. Ball going forward. Headed away, and it's going to be one for Manchester Chase. Townsend coming out for it. Big volley away from Townsend. Going out for a throw-in on that far side. I just think Stocksbridge are now trying to just see the way out of this game, first half, and rebuild for the second half. Stockbridge got the ball there. He's put it back in Bamber Bridge's defence. Cleared away. Etherington will have to deal with it. Heads it back to Townsend. Poyley was trying to be a nuisance. Taking his time with it and rolling it out now. Ball going forward. Wilson will look to challenge for it. Going forward, and Marshall tried to get to it. I think he's clipped tonight, Percival there. It will be a free kick to the away team. Manchester City have gone 2-0 up on Wolves. Anton Semenyo, the goal scorer. And Burnley have equalised against Tottenham. Axel Twanzee, the goal scorer. They got a point out of Liverpool last week.
I know why you said that.
It's for our Burnley fan out
Yeah,
there
Burnley fan.
to keep him happy. Never fears to wind up any Liverpool fans in here with me. As Dowling will take this free kick. It's probably going to be what ends this half. Stockbridge a very disappointing performance. Can't say we don't deserve to be 2-0 down. Even if we very much disagree with the decision that led to us being 2-0 down. Potts volleying it forward and then cleared away by Williams. There's a little shove on Williams there as the half is comes to an end. Bamber Bridge are 2-0 up on Stocksbridge here. They got the early goal. Clumsy defending allowed Emerick Poyley to finish from close range. While then later, towards the end of the half, Bamber Bridge doubled it It was a penalty given, though the foul looked clearly outside the box. Didn't matter to Bamber Bridge. Ewan Badger takes the penalty. It's 2-0 to the away team. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Bounce back following that disappointing New Year's Day defeat. And here we go. So, Rochelle Olympic in the golden shirts, black shorts, golden socks, kicking from left to right, going forward now. Before Sam Kay got a foot in. Going to go out for a throw-in, throwing for Stocksbridge, thankfully for the Steels. Whereas Stocksbridge are in the claret and blue shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from right to left. As O'Connor will take this corner from the left-hand side. Ball in, looking for the far post, Eagle enough for the header, but knocked away from him. Ball down by Marshall, hits it, bottom corner! Tommy Marshall scores his first Northern Premier League Premier Division goal, and he revs up the lawnmower as he celebrates. Yes, fellows, indeed. The Steels take the lead. The Steels, who weren't very good at set pieces, and guys who will want to improve. It's a short corner into the box and back to Lycett, who's at the corner of the box, high lofted one. It went. Got underneath it, headed on into a 6-yard area where Townsend will shout for it. There's appeals for a penalty as a Rochelle player went down. I think only the home fans, behind the goal were appealing for that. As well as there's more players, get more in a sort of line near just behind the penalty spot. Here it comes. It's a good-looking cross again. Head of far post. Great save by Townsend. He's outstretched. It's almost like a handball save that from the goalkeeper. Back now here with Frinton for the throw, the on-loan man from Harrogate Town, a team that we have already got some links with. Jack Muldoon, the former Steel, playing at Harrogate, wished Heffrington luck with the move and asked him to point out the statue. As they've won the ball, Rochelle high up here to the edge here, to McAlinden, edge of the box, takes a shot straight at Townsend, he spills and then gets it the second. Steel's not to be as pinned as they have been for the last 5 minutes. Laban will switch it out over to the left wing. Look if Everington will get ahead onto it. Marshall bringing it back down, but he loses the ball. A bit too light from him there as Brown had got it off him more now. Now forward here. Into Lycett, ping pass into the middle to Krasinski. Krasinski takes a touch, deflected shot, and Townsend makes the save. Again, Jordan Lemon is not happy on the bench with the way the Steels are allowing Townsend to be peppered at the moment. Well as forward, and then Tixera intercepts, and Townsend, for as good as his shot stopping's been, his kicking has been as paused. Tixera forward here again to Unit, gets it out to the left. Now Lycett, holding on to it. Back into the midfield. 2 more. Now Brown. No more. Now Tixera. And controls and gets it forward and turns, and it'll be Krasinski who's had a few shots already. Back out to Lycett. Good opportunity for a cross low into the middle. Here comes McAlinden's shot. Hansen makes another great save. It's blocked again, and then over from McAlinden. How Stocksbridge? Can the Steels defend this one? Absolutely. Looks a bit vulnerable so far in this game. Lycett, he's going to take the shot straight at Townsend. Which is not why they've struggled against it here. Struggled against me against guys, then have struggled here. And then Krasinski's unmarked to make the movement, but then headed away. Again, more appeals from the Rushall bench, but Rushall will win the ball back about 30 yards out on the right here with Unit out to down on the right wing. It goes as they force back out here by Kay, then back to Tixera. So a good looking ball by Tixera, brought down to the ground, back to the edge of the box. 2 more, takes a shot over the bar. 42.5 minutes gone. The ball will go back into defence. Rawson pressing, and it will go to Laban now, who will strike it over onto the left wing. Look forward, it's a great pass here, that's caught out Etherington. Here comes Krasinski on the left now, who's running. Krasinski trying to get it onto his right. Into the middle, 2 more, and he's got his shot all wrong there. It's higher than 2 goals. And Laban gives it short here. Now out to the right, to McClinchy, who gets it forward to Krasinski. Krasinski looking for the overlap. It's a nice ball here for Rushall as they look to build the attack. Left footed ball into the middle. Finds a number 7 who just misses. It's Unit with a miss. It's a brilliant ball, but the finish was lacking. Unit. Eildon heads it away. Kay contests it, gets it back here to O'Connor, sends it down the channel looking for Morris. Looks like it'll be covered by Whittall, who turns away from pressure before sending the ball away. Kay was looking for it, but knocked away from him, therefore headed away by Etherington. Kay knocks it over the top. Can Rawson get onto this? It's an awkward header back, and it's gone past the keeper. Rawson gets the easiest goal. It's 2-0 to the Steels. It's an absolute blunder from the Rushall defence. One for the old end of season DVDs and TikTok reels, and Rawson gets an absolute gift 2 weeks after Christmas. In the midfield now with Moore. Looks for the switches, looking for the run of Lycett. Lovely little back heel volley to Clayton Phillips. Clayton Phillips holds it up, back it goes to Lycett. Clayton Phillips goes forward, and then a great ball forward, Townsend claims it. That would have been clear, but the touch was too heavy. So we're back with O'Connor, and we will have a retake of the corner. He comes in the middle, and Eildon got the head, and it's going to drift out to left. Rawson's trying to rescue it, and he will rescue it. It stays in play. Rawson back into the left, more into the middles, behind everyone. Here comes the strike. O'Connor, 3-0! The Steels surely will go on to win this one now, as Alex O'Connor makes it free. A well-hit strike that beats Laban at his near post, and it's a brilliant away day with 10 minutes to go. So we're back with O'Connor, and we will have a retake of the corner. He comes in the middle, and Eildon got the head, and it's going to drift out to left. Rawson's trying to rescue it, and he will rescue it. It stays in play. Rawson back into the left, more into the middles, behind everyone. Here comes the strike. O'Connor, 3-0! The Steels surely will go on to win this one now, as Alex O'Connor makes it free. A well-hit strike that beats Laban at his near post, and it's a brilliant away day with 10 minutes to go. Whittall gets it forward with Clayton Phillips, and he's looking to switch it now over to Riley on the right hand side, who's going to run at Tinker, going down the right, steps back out to the right to McClinchy, cross going in. It's a good looking cross, headed on by Wakefield, and it does find its way into the back of the net. Rushall have one back, and the Steels now need to be thoroughly professional to make sure something really embarrassing does not happen. Launch forward, Eildon will deal with it, heads it away. Looking for Smythe, who just misses out on that touch. I think he was just a bit too placid on that one, and now McClinchy's going forward. Ball forward, Hogg got a tackle, but it's going out to the right here. Ball in the middle. Rosenmeal well cleared by Eagledon, but only to 30 yards out. Headed back in. Headed back out by Hogg. Wilson challenged for it. Puts his head in it. Appeals for a high foot. Not given, but Wilson will keep it in, and he's going down the right. Wilkinson, Lycett chasing back, and Lycett misses on the tackle. Wilkinson goes forward. He's got Rawson in the middle. Finds Rawson. Takes the touch. He's got 2 men in front of him. Takes a shot. Looking bottom corner. Wide. That would have finished it off. Because we have had our time elapsed, but it is now Jordan Brown on the ball. Headed away by Eagledon. And then still in midfield here for Moore. And that is that. The Steels have won it. 3-1 win here. Some great efforts. Well, Luke Rawson got a gift here from a mix-up in the Rushall defence. He was able to score into an open goal before an Alex O'Connor strike made it 3-0. He got a bit nervous because Rushall did get one back through Wakefield, but in the end the Steels were professional, were calm, and made sure that the 3 points come back to South Yorkshire. Bounce back following that disappointing New Year's Day defeat. And here we go. So, Rushall Olympic in the golden shirts, black shorts, golden socks, kicking from left to right, going forward now. Before Sam Kay got a foot in. Going to go out for a throw in for Stocksbridge, thankfully for the Steels. Whereas Stocksbridge are in the claret and blue shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from right to left. As O'Connor will take this corner from the left-hand side. Balloon looking for the far post. Eagledon looking for the header, but not away from him. Ball down by Marshall, hits it. Bottom corner. Tommy Marshall scores his first Northern Premier League Premier Division goal, and he revs up the lawnmower as he celebrates. Yes, fellows, indeed. The Steels take the lead. The Steels, who weren't very good at set pieces and guys who will want to improve. It's a short corner into the box and back to Lycett, who's at the corner of the box. High lofted one. It will. Got underneath it, headed on into a 6-yard area where Townsend will shout for it. There's appeals for a penalty as a Rushall player went down. I think only the home fans, behind the goal were appealing for that. As well as there's more players, more in a sort of line just behind the penalty spot. Here it comes. It's a good-looking cross again. Head of far post. Great save by Townsend. He's outstretched. It's almost like a handball save that from the goalkeeper. Back now here with Frinton for the throw, the on-loan man from Harrogate Town, a team that we have already got some links with. Jack Muldoon, the former Steel, playing at Harrogate. Wished Heffrington luck with the move and asked him to point out the statue. As they've won the ball, Rushall high up here to the edge here, to McAlinden, edge of the box, takes a shot straight at Townsend, he spills and then gets it the second. Seems not to be as pending as they have been for the last 5 minutes. Laban will swish it out over to the left wing. Look if Everington will get a head onto it. Marshall bringing it back down, but he loses the ball. A bit too light from him there as Brown had got it off him more now. Now forward here. Into Lycett. Ping back into the middle to Krasinski. Krasinski takes a touch. Deflected shot and Townsend makes the save. And John Lemon is not happy on the bench with the way the Steels are allowing Townsend to be peppered at the moment. Well as forward, and then Tixera intercepts, and Townsend, for as good as his shot stopping's been, his kicking has been as poised. Tixera forward here again to Unit, gets it out to the left. Now Lycett holding on to it, back into the midfield. 2 more. Now Brown. No more. Now Tixera, who controls and gets it forward and turns, and it'll be Krasinski who's had a few shots already. Back out to Lycett. Good opportunity for a cross low into the middle. Here comes McAlinden's shot. Townsend makes another great save. It's blocked again. And then over from McAlinden. How Stocksbridge... But can the Steels defend this one? They've looked a bit vulnerable so far in this game. Lycett is going to take the shot straight at Townsend. Which is not why they've struggled against it from here. struggled against guys then, have struggled here. And then Krasinski's unmarked to make the movement, but then headed away. Again, more appeals from the Rushall bench, but Rushall will win the ball back about 30 yards out on the right here with Unit out to down on the right wing. It goes as they force back out here by Kay, then back to Texera. So a good looking ball by Texera, brought down to the ground, back to the edge of the box. Two more, takes a shot over the bar. 42.5 minutes gone. The ball will go back into defence. Rawson pressing, and it will go to Labour now. Hello and welcome back to Brecon Moor for the second half of Stocksbridge Park Steels versus Bamber Bridge. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire and our online sponsor Spire Claremont Hospital. And the second half has just got underway. The Steels getting us underway in the yellow shirts, blue socks from right to left, while Bamber Bridge are lucky in pink at the moment with their black shorts and black socks from left to right. And they're on the attack already. Molloy's played it to Poyley on the left, moving it back into midfield to Churchman. Tripped over that end, looking for a banquer, headed into the middle. Knocked ball forward by Potts, head away by Tinker. Kay headed it back to Potts. Forward it goes, a missed two pass, but even a missed cue touch is landed at the foot of a Bamber player. Cross going into the box, over the top or over on Tinker. He's just trying to shield it. He gets a big barge in the back from Ewan Bange, and it will be a free kick to Stocksbridge. Let's go through the teams for you then. It's Ben Townsend in goal for the Steels, and Marcus Everington, Jack Tinker, Sam Kay, Casper Williams, Paul Eagledon, Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Tommy Marshall. On the bench is Luke Hogg, Alf Wilson, Connor Smythe, Thomas Poole, Luke Cancello. No change to the break. There's no change for Bamber either. Aidan Dowling in goal, Isaac Abankwa, Archie Lang, Jack Baxter, Nathaniel Knight Percival, Oluchukwu Nwanko, Chris Churchman, Michael Potts, Ewan Bange, Ollie Malloy, Emmerich Poyley. On the bench is Dan Forbes, Harry Benz, Jeffrey Adebafor and Chris Guest. And there's another free kick for Bamber Bridge, which at least indicates our referee is continuing in a similar manner to the first. So his ball is with Potts for this free kick. And he comes right for the ball, into the box, diagonal. Brought down here, it's going towards the left, it's a race to it, hit put a time by one of the Bamber players, blocked, and now almost cleared. The blocks took it right into the path of the Bamber player on the left. This looks to cross, it's well blocked off. Marshall pressing as Bamber have got off to a really good start in this second half. I don't think he's really got it out to Stocksbridge's side of the pitch. Was heading towards the edge of the area where Knight Percival was waiting, but Stocksbridge do clear. They want to try and get counter. Tinker's racing to it, but Abank was there first and he returns it all the way back to Townsend. So Townsend with the ball. Yeah, well, Stocksbridge want to have a quick way back into this in an ideal world. Head away by Knight Percival. And forward, and we'll go out to the right, and it's a ball over the top, but headed away by Eagledon. Going to Kay, back to Williams, who slices his ball forward, and Tinker tried to head it forward, but it's blocked. He will get it back down, forward to Rawson. He's got Morris on his left, he's going to look for Morris, it's a bit ahead of him, and it's going to be a battle for Morris to keep it in the end he has to just knock it out for a throw-in, and
He stopped, he checked his run.
and actually it's going to go out for a goal kick. I thought he got to it just in time, the linesman says otherwise. For once, a little good sign. Isaac Abankwa there, who was just on defensive duties, played 2 games against Stocksbridge, once early on in the season and once last season again for Wythenshawe Town in the FA Trophy. Both times he's faced Stocksbridge, both have ended up being 2-2 draws. The one time for Wythenshawe Town was when Stocksbridge were 2-0 down at the break and playing pretty woefully. As Stocksbridge quickly take a throw in forward, getting Rawson here on the left, look for the ball in, but then well defended there by Nwanko, and then, well, a bit of clumsiness but from the back, but they do keep it in before it goes out for a corner. Cleared away, Effrington tries to return it forward, headed away into midfield, but Bange will deal with that really well, knocks it out to the right and then knocked over the top, but over hit. It will go out for a throw into Stocksbridge. A bit of clumsiness coming into Bamber Bridge's play. Rotherham United have taken the lead against Wimbledon. Jules has scored. Durnan District were 2-0 down against Harriet Railway. They've quickly made it 2-2. Adam Baskerville has scored the equaliser. So I'm trying to get onto that, but it's actually going to be won by Archie Lang. Archie Lang's trying to get down the left. Archie Lang continuing down the left. Puts the ball in the middle. It's behind everyone. A bit of a let-off for the Steels on that one. Kay just manages to knock it away. Goes to Tinker. Tries to beat the man. He's brought down, but he's not going to get a free kick for that. Going to be a throw in here for Bamber Bridge. It's not really consistent, some of the decisions at the moment. As Potts has it now. Potts. Into the middle. Back to Potts. And then back to Abankwa. Cuts inside. Gets it back into defence to Knight Percival. Carrying it forward, not forward, and sort of trying to get it away, but Everington beaten to that one. It will be recycled over to Abankwa on the right hand side. The touch will slip it through, and Kay's deflection almost allowed Poyley to get in there, but swept up there by Bradshaw. Pass forward, goes to Morris. Well, I thought he was offside, James Morris, but the linesman has let him go. Morris, he's got two men round him, trying to go down the left, and then just slips over the ball, but he will keep it on towards the edge of the area. Back it goes to Bradshaw. Bradshaw's going to have to play it in the middle to Kay. He had Poyley in his back. Kay going down the left. Can Kay put the ball in? Kay looking for the pass. Chip ball into the middle, claimed by Dowling. Rawson was peeling to the near post just over his head. Better from Stocksbridge, better from Sam Kay. Ball going forward here, and then it's a foul from Effrington. Again, I'm just not sure what amount of physicality this referee is looking for in this game, because sometimes he'll let it go, and then other times like that it's immediately not just a free kick, a talking to for Marcus Effrington. Doncaster Rovers are 3-0 upon Wigan Athletic. Clifton, the goal scorer. As Bamber Bridge will have a chance to get the ball in the box. This free kick up close to the centre circle. Rushall have had a player sent off. Jordan Brown has just been given a second bookable offence. So, Steele's trying to prevent the switch, and it is headed away. But back to Potts, who gets it out onto the left to Molloy. Molloy is running at his man inside the box, back to the edge of the area, trying to go down the left. Trying to go down, and the tackle goes in. It will be a corner kick for Bamber Bridge. 51 minutes gone, 2-0 to the away team. Steels just haven't really improved yet in the second half. And the worry is if it becomes free in the second, then it's game over pretty much. There's a short option here with Churchman, who just ran closer, but he was being blocked off here by Marshall's drop deep. Here comes the ball into the box. It's Lanston. It bounces off the post and cleared. Could have been free. A glancing header in the middle of that 6-yard area almost took it into the back of the net. Back with Abankwa now. In his own half, launching it forward. Look for Banja. He's holding it up. He's looking to turn. He goes down, and that one is not a free kick. This is what I mean about the inconsistency. You can't tell what's going to be a free kick or not, because if that was a free kick closest to us, that, and in fairness, should have been a free kick on the edge of the area for Bamber Bridge. We're not getting consistency. And that's the worst thing, because now the players, both sides in fairness, don't know what can I do. How much can I go into the back of this player? How much jostling am I allowed to do? As Casper William has his arm over Banja on that occasion. But the thing is, he's got away with it there on that occasion. Is he going to be able to do the same in 5 minutes' time? As there's a free kick given there for a late one on. And John Lemon not particularly happy. John Lemon's going to get a telling off from Mr. Gibson, who
he's going to get a yellow card. Shocker.
John Lemon is going to get a booking, it seems. It will be a yellow card. It says, you know, what I'd say, considering he has been in charge of us in some way or form since, October time, the fact we've waited till January to get his first booking is a bit of a shock. I mean, he once got sent off as a substitute wrong. It was wrong, and it was reversed, but it's the first time Jordan Lemon has been booked as a manager, but there's a free kick here. with Churchman to take close to the touchline on our right hand side. Ball is going to be put into the box. Takes a bounce there before it's eventually cleared. And I do think John Lemon will need to ring the changes soon, because this is what we're doing now is not working. And Stocksbridge need to come up with something to get the momentum going our way. Well, down the district, we're 2-0 down, and now they're 3-2 up. Josh Dakra has scored. And well, just as we were saying that, just John Lemon has summoned Luke Hogg to the bench. I suspect we might see Thomas Poole. He was the one who scored the equaliser against Bamber Bridge at Irongate back in September. Ball is cleared. Brought down well though by Bamber Bridge, but then well won by Everington, who launched it forward just too heavily hit. I don't think a single pass like that has been inequality whatsoever. So Hogg is making his way on. It looks like we're going to see another substitute as well. It looks like Connor Smythe is going to make his way on. And out to the left hand side, but it will go out for a throw-in. On the right here with Everington. Headed on by Rawson. Won by Nat Percival, but then won back there by Marshall. Stabs it forward to Morris. I think Morris was offside there. Not by much, but half his body was crossing the line. I was actually perfectly in line with that, so I could call it. So here come the substitutes. It's Luke Hogg and Connor Smythe about to come on, but look, Connor Smythe just waiting a bit, so maybe it'll just be a singular here. We're just waiting for Liv Phillips to show us who's coming off. There we go, thank you, Liv. And it is going to be Sam Kay, I think one that we had suspected would happen. He's had some moments, but also the passing is just not being of the quality needed.
Replacing them.
And it looks like also Marcus Everington's going to come off and Connor Smythe on for him. So back with Dowling for the free kick. Are these the substitutes that can change things to the Steels? And that's the hope. Alright, so it looks like Tinker switched to... Well, it looks like we've gone free at the back, actually. With Tinker going in a more advanced position and Smythe going at the left-hand side of a centre-back free. Ball's gone forward to Marshall, who's brought it down well. It's a great ball to Marshall. Out left to Rawson, who is trying to keep it in after not getting his first touch right. He goes out for a throw, but that was more promising from the Steels. Can the Steels here turn it round with just over half an hour to go? Headed forward. Tinker got it forward. Rawson tried to control, but it goes out of play. Here comes the ball forward from a Banquo, thrown forward. Smythe is wrestling here, but Molloy won that battle before eventually Hogg gets it. Returns it back to Townsend, that's his Hogg's first touch since coming on. Molloy forward, head away by Knight Percival, well won by Hogg, great first time pass. It back to O'Connor, forward to Marshall, then back it goes to O'Connor. Left it goes to Smythe, and then pass it into the middle to Hogg. Controlled composure from him as he goes over to Bradshaw. Out to the right now to Marshall. Bradshaw's offering a forward option. He is being tracked though. As Marshall then will find Bradshaw is forced back. He's got help from Hogg behind him, and he's going to use that help from Hogg. And then he ends up teeing up, volleying it forward. It could be awkward to deal with. Tinker's trying to cause a problem. Tinker's trying to bring it down, tries to knock in the middle. It's intercepted and cleared by Nwankwo. One forward, Hogg will head it forward into the middle, and then well won there, but then lost again, as it's now with Poyley. Poyley trying to pass forward looking for Banja, but intercepted now with Bradshaw. He's turned well. Bradshaw running forward, but he's met there, but well read by O'Connor, who wins the second. Out left to Morris. Morris wants help down the line. He will send it down the line here for Bradshaw, who's now on the left-hand side. Gets pushed over, free kick to Stocksbridge. This has been the longest period of possession I think the Steels have had all game. And that is much, much better from the Steels. More of that and you might see them get back into this one. So here comes, it'll be Alex O'Connor to take this free kick. It's a poor one, that skims on the ground before being fairly simply cleared. O'Connor will head it back to Smythe after his clearance, tries to get it out to the right, but now Bamber Bridge have got the ball on the halfway line and a lot of the Stocksbridge is still forward. The ball down the channel that was stopped because it was called for offside. So quickly taken here with Smythe, launching it long. He's looking for Rawson, tried to get the touch, and there was appeals for a free kick. I don't think it would have been one. Nwanko did push Rawson off, but I think that's the sort of physicality you do want. But because it's being inconsistent, I think the fans are now going, let's call for it. Cleared away by Dowling. Therefore, knocked forward by Eagledon. Tinker will chase. A Banquer, I think, knocked it off Tinker, but Tinker's contesting. A Banquer eventually just volleys out front. This is much better from Stocksbridge now. Now, the change in shape is working in the Steel's benefit. And a Banquer is down. So he will need some treatment here. So the ref physio taking a bit of time before not being told to come on. It's a bit of a farce this. He was told not to come on and then he's been told to come on. All accounts. So it's Bamber Bridge just missing treatment to a Banquer, but Stocksbridge have got things going their way. Sheffield Wednesday have gone 1-0 down away at Bristol City. Scott Twine has scored. And well, Sheffield United were 2-0 up on Ipswich, but Ipswich have got one back. Jack Clark has scored from the spot. Elsewhere, Warrington Town have equalised against Prescott Cables. Jack Doyle is scorer there. Rushall, though, even though the down to 10 men, have doubled their lead against Hyde. We'll get you the goal scorer in a second. Also for Rushall was Carter Lysett. He was actually the best player for Rushall in the face. Throwing's going to go around the box. Rawson headed in, but then headed away. O'Connor meets it into the box. It goes cleared away, though by Nwanko. We'll go out for a throw-in on the right-hand side. But it's better from Stocksbridge. More like this, please. I think is going to be what the fans will be asking for. It's on the right here, and Stocksbridge contested ball into the box. It would have gone behind Rawson even if it wasn't cleared, and now booted away properly, going to the halfway line. And then well met by Williams, who gets it out towards Tinker. Tinker trying to get awkward headed by Banker before he volleys it away. Stocksbridge play down in the middle of the centre circle as Bradshaw continue it. O'Connor 50-50 just loops it into the air, headed away by Potts. Contested, and it will be a free kick. Bamber Bridge is winning again, we don't know why.
This referee is terrible.
Mr. Gibson here gives another free kick, which again we're just not sure what some of these are for. It's just the inconsistency. We've seen a lot of light touches given, not given, and then they are given. And then we see some big heavy tussles, given as free kicks, and then not given later. There's just no consistency whatsoever. You cannot tell when it's going to be given as a free kick. And if I can't tell up in the box watching everything, what's a player on the pitch who wants to know how physical am I allowed to get? Especially with you and Banjo and Ollie Moy up front. It's tricky as Eagledon heads the ball away, goes all the way through, but then Bamber claim it, and then Stocksbridge have got the ball on the right, will end up going out though for a throw in to linesman's delaying it to Stocksbridge. I think he was a bit nervous about making that decision. As the referee is summoned over Jack Tinker. I think it's Alex O'Connor who's getting a chat into at the moment. Probably about, all the Stocksbridge players were really aggravated at that decision being given. As Aversley Rec have gone 3-0 up on Maltby Main. Caden Rees scored the latest goal. And Samuel Giles has scored from the spot to be collected on Doncaster City. It's also 4-3 at Durham District against Harrogate Railway Fair. Durham District had gone 4-2 up through Jamie Austin. Bradley Walker going back for Harrogate. Now as Tinker wins the ball, he has to get it back to Smythe though. Smythe is trying to widen the pitch here, and his pass forward gets blocked by Bamber. Now Smythe trying to turn the corner and get it forward. He does do so. Morris will chase. Morris just into the back, taking the touch, and he's contested, and then Bamber Bridge into their defender has earned that foul there. And it's
If they know better, I think referee will have to lift on.
the inconsistency is what we're going to talk about again from our referee today. You just can't tell what he's going to give because his decision seems to take place on which way the wind's blowing at that particular moment. Ball forward, and it's clumsy, goes forward, out to the left, and Bamber aren't getting the best touches on the ball. It's kind of let them down, allowed Stocksbridge defence to get back. And then well won by Tommy Marshall, now charges forward. Here comes Marshall, going forward with the ball. He's trying to go the whole length on that right wing. Got options in the middle, got help behind. Just holds it up, back to the right. Touch here by Bradshaw. Tries to lay it back to Marshall. Finds Marshall, but he's just overlooked and he ends up knocking out for a throw in Marshall because the pass is just a bit too overhit at the moment. It's as if we don't know how to play on our own pitch at times. 65 minutes gone. And it looks like Thomas Poole is going to be the next on. He's going to replace Alfie Bradshaw. So that's Poole on.
Substitution replacing number 7, Alfie Bradshaw. Number 16, Thomas Poole.
Thomas Poole, who has missed the game due to paternity leave last Saturday against Rochelle Olympic, the birth of his son, Felix Alexander. As hopefully, maybe if he gets a goal, he'll dedicate it to Felix. No better motivation, is there? Stockton have the throw on the right, back to Marshall. Cross going in, blocked, goes out, and it will be another throw for the Steels. Stocksbridge looking for a way back into this game. 66 minutes gone. Time is ticking. Alright here. Marshall's taking the throw in and he gets it back from the 1-2, puts the ball in, goes to the edge of the area. O'Connor chests it, takes out the right, touch taking it away, and then trying to get the ball back in. Deflects the right. Marshall is not giving up on it, puts the ball back in the middle, claimed by Dowling. That's one thing you do get from Tom Marshall. He just doesn't give up on things. That looked like a dead ball. In the end, he's managed to recycle it a bit, and okay, Dowling's claimed it, but you know, it's something nervous as they get the right bounce. Bamber there. It goes too coyly. Ball looped into the middle and then claimed by Townsend. He's just slowing it down, Townsend, and now will launch it forward. He's looking for Rawson, but headed away by Nwanko. Smythe will head it back into the middle. Rawson chest down well. Tinker gets over the top. Can Morris beat Abankwa? Abankwa coming. Morris might get the touch here. No, back to Dowling. Abankwa got enough to get it back to the goalkeeper. I've got to say, and I'm saying this might commentate courtesy, Abankwa does not like those long balls over the top of his head. That's when he deals with it perfectly next time and launches a counter-attack. I've done that before. As Bridge are just charging forward down the left-hand side now. They know a goal could kill this off as a contest. As they try forward into the box, goes Malloy, ball into the middle, and it will be deflected and out for a corner kick to the away team. Barnsley have gone 2-1 up on Reading. Phillips has scored. Sheffield United 3-1 up on Ipswich Town. Patrick Bamford, the goal scorer there. As the Seals have another set piece to defend here. Stocksbridge just trying to do what they can to keep it down as 2-0 and then hopefully go back the other end and get one back to try and get a bounce back from their wretched home form this season. Ball in the middle, headed up in there by Rawson, then headed out by Poole, but will be returned back into the box. Rawson was beaten to it, and it is a few seconds clumsy on the edge of the area as it's bound back to Bamber. Ball into the middle and Fletcher goes out to right hand side. Shot over the bar. Ollie Malloy could have killed it off there. Should have been 3-0 really. Can Stocksbridge make him pay? So back with Townsend. Ball is going forward. Rawson will head it on before it's cleared away. On Eagledon will knock it out, and Poole going back and Hogg contesting it, loses that contest, but then Poole comes in on it and gets it down the left, looking for Morris. Banquer knocks it away. Tinker contesting, eventually goes out of play. It's going to be short. Well, the referee, well, he initially gave it as Bamber Bridge before. I think the linesman went, nope, it's Stocksbridge's. As Alfie Wilkinson's going to be the next one to make his way on shortly. And it will be a long throw here from Connor Smythe. Smythe throwing it into the box, headed behind by Bamber Bridge. It could go out for a corner. Yes, Morris is trying to shield it, so it does. And no, it's a goal kick. It's been given as a goal kick.
Jesus.
I'm trying not to get myself in trouble so much here. I think Alex O'Connor's going to get himself in the book for dissent here as well. Actually, it might be Luke Hogg who's been given a booking.
Well, I can say it's a good job I'm not on pitch because I'll be getting sent off.
And here comes Alfie Wilkinson, who will replace Alex O'Connor.
Still substitution, replacing number 8, Alex O'Connor. Number 14, Alfie Wilkinson. Back with Dowley. Launching it long. Out there, Tinker tried to get to it first, but Banker won the header. It brought down by Poyley. In the centre circle now. Controlling it well. He's happy, no one's closing him down, so he's happy just to hold it onto it for a while. 19 minutes left in this game. As they evade the pressure well. Back to Nwanko. Back in defence and back to Nwanko. Going forward with it. Ball down the right, looking for Banquois. Before it's cleared away by Smythe. And then Hogg chests it down well to Tinker. Launch it forward to Rawson. Rawson's beat the offside trap. He's got Knight Percival to try and beat here. And then the tackle goes in from the pro and Rawson holds on to him. He's holding his face, Rawson, as he fouled the defender. That free kick the other way, I think. And it will be a free kick, but Rawson just had one defender to be there, but Knight Percival, he's faced up, well, plenty of strikers in his time, and he showed that experience there. He didn't panic for a second. I think if Flanders had given that offside, we couldn't really complain. It was very close.
It definitely was a close call, that one. Fulham have equalised against Brighton. Chuck was 8. I can't say that one. Mr. Chucky has scored. And Fulham have gone 2-1 up again. Oh, they've just restored their lead. Danny Wells saw it as a Bamber player down on the ground before they knock it long. Smythe covers it. He's trying to cover it so it goes out, but it was never going to fall that long, and Smythe has to pass it away now. Now with Hogg, who I think has been one of Stocksbridge's better players since coming on. Morris heads it on to Wilkinson, flicks it back here to Tinker. He has to stretch back to get it, and now Tinker trying to lay the pass through to Marshall, well intercepted by Knight. Percival loops out to the left, where Baxter will get onto the ball. This is much better from Stocksbridge in the second half, but they haven't really converted it into chances yet. Out to Marshall, good foot in though, goes forward, and now it's Poyley on it. Back into midfield to Potts. Potts will look for the diagonal. He's looking for a Banquer, who's pushing forward more and more because of Stocksbridge pushing forward. And gets it back into the midfield to Poyley. Shall lay back, then all the way back to Nwanko. And back to the right to Poyley. Again, Bamber are patient, they don't need to rush it. They're 2-0 up, they're in a position they are very happy with. Back to Potts. Go forward. And then Stocksbridge trying to get a tackle in. The break, and then that could have been a foul. The break into the 6-yard area, and then it's knocked. Oh, it's been knocked up. The offside flag is up there.
as it looked like Molloy had turned it in. I think because he's basically on the 1 yard line. The offside flag has gone up. And he continued complaining. He has been given a yellow card. And they have got a banquet down here who needs treatment.
Again.
So the physio comes on. It's the second time a banquet's been down. So, getting a drink of water, the wing back.
He's absolutely taking the knee.
Isaac Banquet. Well, I think, well, what we'll do with time added on, I don't know, but Isaac Banquet's very much experienced around this level. Played for Macclesfield as part of their resurrection, who are the toast of non-league at the moment after that incredible FA Cup result. And they play Brentford next week on one of the TV channels. Can't remember which because it's on some channel I can't afford. As Ollie Molloy is getting a talking to by the referee, and Casper Williams as well. Bristol City have gone 2-0 up against Sheffield Wednesday. Bell, the goal scorer. Okay, back with Townsend now, who will launch it long, and it's Falshot Poole does a great job heading it on. And Rawson misses that header. Marshall trying to contest it, and then carried away with it is Baxter, who then launched it forward. He's looking for Banjer. Townsend's well out of his box, and his boot out ends up going a bit behind him. It's a throw into Bamber in an attacking position. I don't think that's what Townsend quite wanted when he was rushing for that. Still looking for any way back into this at the moment. Geisley equalising against Stockton. It's 1-1 there. And Hyde have got one back against 10-man Rushall. It's 2-1 to Rushall. We could do a draw between those two, to be honest. So it'd be nice if Hyde could equalise. Back to right, volley towards the far side, and Townsend will claim. Townsend now launching it forward, but will be headed away by Knight Percival, who's had a very good game at the back for Bamber Bridge. And now they're going forward. Archie Lang just running, beats one man, but then Casper Williams just comes onto the touch and clears it away. And it just feels like Stocksbridge have already rolled all the dice and don't have much more they can do. Luca Cancello is on the bench, but he's a player who's only played at step 6 in his career. And it would be something if he could make that jump up, wouldn't it? Directly, then we have a bit more experience. Left, not forward, and so if you do get a tackle on the Bamber, you're going to come forward again. Ball goes forward into the box. Townsend will claim it. Townsend doesn't claim it. He missed the ball. He's back defending. Out to left, ball into the middle of the box. Header blocked and then cleared away. The Steels header led off. Townsend, that was almost a horror mistake from the keeper. A hacking challenge from Jack Tinker there, and that's a fair yellow card, as you'll see one. But the Steels get a let off there after Townsend's mistake, which should have been simple. So the Steels have a free kick in the centre, basically the centre of the half. I don't think even lasers could have pinpointed that more. With 12 minutes to go. Burnley are ahead against Tottenham. Lyle Foster the scorer. Ball chipped in the box, clear away to the edge of the area, but then blocked by I think our own man, and Bamber have back got it in the box. Tries to play in the middle, takes deflection, corner kick to Bamber. We are our own worst enemies today. So
she's not on holiday today.
Yeah, my mum is here. Well, you know something, she was on holiday for my birthday last year, so I don't think she could have done it again.
Never know.
So, well, she has done it before and all. No, I had a lovely dinner at a restaurant in Bruno. That don't sponsor us, so I'm not naming it.
Can't believe.
I'm professional. Ball goes in, but there will be a free kick given for a push in the back in the box. So Stocksbridge need to just raise their level here as we go into the last 10 minutes. 79 gone now. Quickly out. Bull knocks it into the middle. Well brought down by Hogg. Launch it forward, but it's overhit here as it goes all the way back to Dowling. Also, I think Luke Hogg has been the best player for Stocksbridge since coming on.
Was it a steak restaurant you went to?
It was a steak restaurant. It was a very nice steak restaurant. But again, they don't sponsor us, so they ain't getting a shout out.
However, if it's the one I'm thinking of,
As Bamber Bridge have just got a free kick, and they're wanting more, I think, because they're saying it's a collision in the face. We were talking about steak. It was only Malloy who's gone down.
what's he going to do here?
As Casper Williams is the man being summoned over.
We're having to the substitution.
And now, it's a red card for Casper Williams. And we're not even going to say any more about this referee because we're not getting in trouble here. But, quite frankly, it's...
Oh look, and he stood up straight away as soon as his back out. What a shot.
As Stocksbridge will play this last 10 down to 10 men. As the player who was down clutching his face is right now alright and perfectly fine. Ben Townsend's up complaining as captain. So Casper Williams will be suspended as we go away to hide.
Is a joke. His next match ought to be for under 10s.
The home fans are chanting, "You're not fit to referee." As Daniel Forbes is the first sub for Bamber Bridge coming on for Michael Potts.
Bamber Bridge substitution. Replacing number 8, Michael Potts, is number 12, Daniel Forbes.
And well, Stocksbridge's path back in gets a lot more difficult. Ball going in, headed on target, but Townsend will claim.
I'm surprised the referee didn't take it for him.
Townsend will launch it forward. He's looking for Alfie Wilkinson. Almost brings it down. He's got a second chance. Headed behind the keeper who almost goes in as an own goal. Almost absolute calamity there. The keeper, the defender ran to the own keeper, and now the defender is down injured. Chris Churchman there. Corner kick for Stocksbridge. Alfie Wilkinson causing problems. Can the Steels get one back here? Set pieces are where no man advantage really counts. But there will be a stoppage here before as the referee is having a chat with James Morris on the line.
What's he doing there?
With Isaac Abankwa. Townsend staying on the halfway line, but I think he might have to go deeper because Boyley's staying out of it. Luke Ball, he's looking for that far post. It's gone over the top of everybody. It's a poor corner taken. A rare misstep. I think it's Thomas Poole taking it as well, which is very rare. He's a very good set piece taker normally. And actually, Connor Smythe taking it, sorry. Not usual, but you'd have thought it would have been the Thomas Poole one, considering he's back on the pitch. Back with the keeper now. He's taking his time with it. We might be getting 5-6 minutes time on this if he's done his clock properly. Headed on here, then headed back, and Smythe will clear it away. Look for Rawson, headed back into the midfield, but it will be back to be Bamber's ball. Launched forward. Smythe just knocked it away enough into midfield. Out to Poole, who's in centre midfield at the moment. Trying to slip it out to right. Does a good job getting it to Tommy Marshall. Lays it, puts a ball down the right. It's a great ball for Alfie Wilkinson. Wilkinson now will hold it up. He's looking for a shot himself. Takes a shot. He's blocked. And he's Stocksbridge fighting for it still. Put back in the middle behind Rawson. Cleared away by Abankwa. Much better from the Steels, even with 10 men. This one would feel particularly sweet if we could get a miracle here. 6 minutes to go. Stocksbridge on the right. Stocksbridge, even with 10 men, are doing quite well now, but throwing down the right to Wilkinson, who's been good since coming on. Back out to right to Marshall, putting the cross in, block, deflects out over Wilkinson and cleared away by Forbes now. His clearance did get blocked, and Hogg just slid it all the way through and then cleared away, then brought down really nicely by Connor Smythe. It's the middle pool, trying to get it out. It's nowhere near Smythe. It'll be easy for a Banquet to get onto this and clear it away. Going forward, Iggulden will head it away. I can feel Bamber Bridge. Get it out towards Poyley. Poyley going forward. Sliding tackling from the number 16 Thomas Poole, but it will go out for a throw in yet.
The way this referee's been performing, that was a bit dangerous, that from Thomas.
Yeah, it could have been a red card. And we say that, not because it actually was one. Smythe throwing it forward. Headed away. Back to Smythe, who brings it down. He just knocks it off Poyley and gets the throw in. Reading have equalised into Barnsley. Marriott has scored for them. It's 2-2 there. Chesterfield got them back against Newport County. Dylan Markanday the scorer. And Sheffield United are down to 10 men. Patrick Bamford has been sent off for dissent. The ball's headed away. Iggulden will return it forward. Headed right back. Then to the left to Poyley. Ball knocked forward. And Townsend's a bit out of his goal, but the offside flag has gone up on Malloy. So we'll be back for Townsend, who rushes quickly to get it high up his own halves. Penistone Church were at 1.2-0 up. It's now 3-3 away at Bottisford. Leon Hillsbrook has equalised for him. As it's now Stocksbridge have a throw in an advanced position. Smythe will have a long throw. In the middle to Poole, then back to Smythe, looking to beat his man. He's trying to get across the bank. We've got a touch on it. Smythe has earned the corner kick though. Thomas Poole will take this one, and we know from many years ago how good he was at these set pieces. As we are seeing, there will be a sub soon for the away team. Jack Normanton has scored for Campion. They're 3-0 up on Frickley. Ansley Rec 5-0 up on Maltby. James Woodhouse the scorer. Waiting for this corner kick from Poole will be an in-swinger. It's another poor set piece. Back, Smythe drills it in, blocked, goes back to Wilson, gets out right to Tommy Marshall. He's going to go down the right, puts the cross in the middle. Dowling claims. 2 letdowns as he drops to the ground, Dowling. This is one of the things that I believe referees, there's a referee conference about very soon on what to do about things like that. Because it has become a common tactic.
This referee won't work to start anyway. So.
Ball launched forward, looking for Rawson. Goes over the top of him. Not a great clearance. Rawson will get the ball back. Outright to Wilkinson. Trying to loop the ball back in the middle. Morris is trying to get to it, but sliced away by Nwankwo, who's had a brilliant game for Bamber Bridge. That's his first misstep as he gives away the corner. Connor Smythe going over to take an in-swinger. Hopefully better than the last 2 corners, which have been real letdowns. Almost done 88 minutes. Plenty of options in the box. Moving into the inside. High, looped one. Rawson, we're going for the volley, but it's the high foot he's been penalised for. That's connected with the player before the ball. Though he is clutching his face when, if anything, it hit his balls. Because it was going at that height. It wasn't a terribly high foot, but that will be a free kick for the home team. And 88.5 minutes gone. There isn't much time left. For a game where I'm not sure how much the football will be discussed afterwards. Oh, the game happening in the North East. Shildon 4-4 with Burtley Town. Forward headed forward. Going through all the way to Rawson. He's trying to lay the pass down the right. I think it's a bit too much for Tommy Marshall. He will chase it. He's going a bit bundling in, and he's wanting the throw in. 4 Stocksbridge away will go Bamber Bridges though, but he made it difficult. Campion now 4-0 up on Frickley. Shane Muirhead the scorer. So the ball's thrown forward. Cleared away. Bamber Bridge trying to hold it up. Malloy does a good job with it. Took away in it. And Bamber Bridge have just got a free kick. And there might be even a booking as well. I don't even know what that was for. No booking in the end, but I'm just baffled at times. Short taken, as Bamber will now just put a diagonal, looking to get it in the box. Headed away, is he knocked into the box. There's 2 players down in the edge area. Bamber will continue, they knock it over. And I'm just baffled at this point.
Don't understand what this referee sees.
Here he comes, ball into the block corner, kick to Bamber Bridge. 5 minutes at a time will be given.
The referee's indicated there will be a minimum of 5 minutes of extra time.
So ball will be on the right hand side here for Bamber on this corner, as they look to basically see out these 5 minutes without too much drama and have a massive away day win. It's just that they're holding up in the corner. Eventually looks like it will be Stocksbridge throwing. Well, that Brighton goal that took him ahead against Fulham got rolled out through VAR, and now Fulham have scored in the last minute through Harry Wilson. Great footwork there from Stocksbridge, but in the end Rawson loses the ball with his touch. Cleared away, appeals for offside, and that will be given. Feels like the linesmen are the only ones helping us out today. The ball goes forward here. Headed on by Wilkinson, but no one there for it. Dowling will take it to feet. Rawson will just go forward to make sure. Warrington Town look like they've got the win in late on. Rhys Daly has scored the goal. The ball will go forward. Headed away though by Eagledon and out for a Bamber Bridge throw-in. Minute and a half of added time gone. In what is a very disappointing day for Stockbridge. It started off poorly, and well, it has got worse since, and the performance hasn't been good enough. It's the man in the middle of the park who's attracting more attention. And just as I say that, that's what we call the opposite of a commentator's curse. Another very light free kick given Bamber Bridge's way, where we're just a bit. Well, no, there's a tangle there between Smythe and the attacker. Bamber Bridge have knocked it into the edge area, a bit clumsy there, and the offside is given. Ball not long by Townsend. Wilkinson were fighting for it, but it is knocked away into field. Knocked long, knocked away here, and Morris can't get control of it. Rawson gets out left to Wilkinson. Wilkinson brings it down well. Can we get some drama here? Wilkinson slowing it down, and that's the same. Let it down to the left. Morris can't get to it. Bamber Bridge defending. Again, we just slowed it down at the wrong time. Good tackle from Morris to stop him getting out, though. 2.5 minutes gone of added time. Only 2.5 to go.
I'm not sure why he's felt there.
There's a bank where we'll have throwing. Win. Tottenham have equalised in the last minute in the Premier League. Romero, the scorer. They're as good as Liverpool then. Well, that's to the left, not forward by Morris, and then cleared away though. Good play by Malloy, getting it back into the midfield, and then knocked down by Paul. It will be a free kick.
Referee.
And it looks like we are going to see another sub here from Bamber Bridge right before the end of the game. Looks like Ewan Banja will be coming off to be replaced by
number 9,
Guest.
Ewan Banja, is number 16, Christopher Guest.
back in defence, switched out towards the right wing, headed back away and then cleared by Tinker going forward. Looking for Wilkinson, who's trying to get it back to Rawson with an awkward bouncy one. Rawson does bring it down. He's going to look for Wilkinson again. Wilkinson back to goal now. Back it will go here to Morris, into the middle to Poole. Poole will switch it out here. Very clumsy one from Forbes in there. Marshall putting the ball in. It's loose. Oh, it's touched over the bar. It's a great shot by Marshall. Would have been a spectacular goal. It's a late corner here. Yeah, Townsend is asking Jordan Lemon, can I go up? And he's been told to stay. Only 30 seconds to go. We just need a better delivery than we've seen in the second half. Here it comes towards the near post, flicked and clear, goes to the edge of the area and Bamber have it. And they just delay it and knock it forward. Townsend will be the first to it, and he boots it right back. And it's going to be protected, and Morris is going to do great here with it. Morris has it in the box on the left-hand side, close to the touchline, turning back on it. He needs a bit of help. He hasn't really got it. He has to go back to Hogg, who slices it, and now they're going to go for the long ball forward, but Townsend collects it, and that will be that. It's 2-0 to Bamber Bridge in the end. It's a much better performance in the second half, but the tale of the story is the man in black in the middle who sent off Casper Williams. So what we didn't even see really before. Two players jumped for the ball. One the Bamber man went down holding his face and well, he bought it. It is 2-0 to Bamber Bridge here. Thank you very much to everyone who has listened today. We've been grateful for your company. We look forward to seeing you next Saturday as we make the trip to Hebburn Town. I've been Adam Allcroft. We're sponsored here by R&R Car and Van Hire and Spire Healthcare. Spire Club and Hospital in particular. We'll see you next week.